What's up, everyone? Welcome into this Friday's edition of our weekend roundup here on our Louisiana Weekend website. We have tons of activities going on around the Baton Rouge area this weekend, but before we get started with that, we're going to shift our focus to some food because we got some good things going, like this story right here. This is a new deli that opened up in the Mid-City area, and you're going to have to wait till Monday to check this one out, but it has tons of options, and they're open Monday through Friday, and we got an inside look, so we're going to give you that right now.
Mid-City's newest deli, Mr. C's, is serving up home-cooked hot plates and local food finds for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We are expecting to do locally from day one. We want to keep the local businesses into our business, and you can find a whole lot of food with a whole lot of love in it.
Deli manager Ruthie Jackson starts her mornings extra early to help you enjoy yours.
I'm trying to get breakfast done, and a lot of people are trying to grab and go. We have a lot of grab and go items that you can come in and pick up.
Whether you're looking for the classic eggs and bacon or something with a little more southern comfort, Mr. C's has you covered.
Our breakfast consists of a big breakfast where you can come in and get homemade cooked grits, scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, turkey sausage, biscuit, pancakes, you name it, we have it.
And the lunch lineup is just as impressive. You can grab fried chicken, hot po' boys, hot and cold sandwiches, shrimp fettuccine, crawfish etouffee, and much more.
And when the customers come in, you greet them with a smile, you let them leave with a smile, and you let them leave with good food.
With over 40 years in the local food business, Ms. Ruthie is excited to bring her foundation to Mr. C's.
It's convenient for me because I like what I do. And as you can see, it's good food, great company, very relaxing, no stress. The atmosphere is absolutely awesome.
Mr. C's Deli is cooking up homemade meals every Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Alrighty, y'all, so that's that Mid-City deli that just opened, and this is a picture of their breakfast. Now, we went during lunchtime, so they had the fried chicken, they had the po' boys, they had all that good stuff, but in this picture you can see that they have the sausage, the bacon, the grits. Miss Ruthie was not lying when she talked about their breakfast lineup, so you guys can check that out. It's open Monday through Friday. You can get breakfast, lunch, and they do close at 6, so if you wanted to snag some dinner before they closed, this is the place for you. So now on to other food things going on in our area. We gotta talk snowball season and crawfish season because I'm not gonna stop talking about them till they're over. Snowball season, we have a whole list right here of different snowball stands opening up for the season. There's a pretty lengthy list here, but I know we're missing some out there, so if we have, please let us know on this website right here. And crawfish season. We have our crawfish bracket going on right now, and we also have this list here that compiles all, or not all, but most of the boiled crawfish places. Prices are averaging around $3 right now, so they're getting lower and lower, which we love to see. And in this article, you can find other things too. Right here, we have crawfishing in Louisiana. Now, I'm from Florida, so I didn't know half of the stuff that went on behind the scenes of crawfishing here. So we're gonna give you a look inside that, and maybe you'll learn something too.
We live in Louisiana with the Mississippi and the Chaffalaya. And with all of that fresh water, that's why we're able to catch crawfish year-round. A lot of people think that it takes hot weather to produce good crawfish. That's really not true. It's more of a temperature that ranges between 50 and 80 that produces the best crawfish. Right now, we're farming underwater about 800 acres. Crawfish gives you a second crop. You go rice and you're able to get another crop of crawfish. When we get rice planted and the rice is a month old, that's when we'll take crawfish out of a pond that has the right size and they're ready to bury, and we'll put them in that field for next year. We're constantly planting new crawfish. Our crawfish came from Bell River, which is south of us, in a swamp. It was an original swamp red crawfish. They live longer, they will produce, and they will grow to a large size. We start in around March. As the year goes on, it gets warmer and there's more crawfish coming out the ground. We'll start with around 4 boats and then keep adding as those crawfish are coming out the ground. It's warm enough to grow crawfish real fast, and yet you still have your cool days in there to keep the crawfish pretty.
He's smiling at you.
All right, so that is crawfishing in Louisiana. I learned tons of stuff in that article, and hopefully you did too. Now, other things you can find in this article is Tiger Paw's Backyard Crawfish Boil. We're gonna put it up on the screen for you right here, and it is a super lengthy article. They have tons of information to really get your backyard boil going on an A+ sprout right there. You can find tons of fixings to put in your crawfish boil. My personal favorite is mushrooms. I had carrots this past weekend. They weren't bad, so anything you can find to make your crawfish to the next notch is the way to do it. But if we go back to our homepage, like I said at the very beginning, we have tons of things going on in the Baton Rouge area this weekend. And under our Things to Do tab right here, Springfest in Denham Springs is happening this weekend on Saturday. They are going to block off that whole Antique Village row, and they're going to have live music. They're going to have tents full of local artists and regional artists too. So if you are getting out to the Denham Springs area, maybe check that out. Another thing happening Saturday and Sunday is the Baton Rouge Parade of Homes. Tickets are on sale for $10. Whether you're in the market for a home or you're looking for some inspiration, you can find all of that in here. Tickets, the link for the tickets are in here too. So that is something you can kick off your week with. And we got to talk about the Red Dragon Listening Room. But before we do that, I got to mention the Companion Animal Alliance and Tin Roof are teaming up for a dog adoption day on Saturday. So they're going to have obviously the local beers. They're going to have puppies out there, and it's same day adoption. So if you go out there and you're interested in getting a forever friend, you can take them home with you that day. So there's tons more information in that article right here. But now back to the Red Dragon Listening Room. This is their annual fundraiser they do each year, and this year it's taking a turn and going outside. So one of our reporters here got an inside look on that, and we're going to give you a little more info on what it basically involves. So take a look.
It is an ugly little building, isn't it?
Driving past the squat building at 2401 Florida Boulevard, you'd never guess the greatness that lies inside.
There's 18 couches in here.
They're not much to look at either. But for the songwriters who have looked out at those couches and poured out their hearts, the Red Dragon Listening Room is something special.
We didn't want to be a bar. We didn't want to be an exhibition hall. A listening room kind of told the story of what you would do if you came to this place.
The Red Dragon was one of the country's first music halls dedicated solely to listening.
We tell everybody if they want to have a conversation during the performance that they should take it out to the patio. And we really do mean it. My daughter calls it the shut the hell up speech.
It's a policy that's attracted songwriting nobility from around the world.
The musicians love it. We get musicians that should never play a place this small just because they enjoy playing for an audience that's listening.
Artists like Jerry Jeff Walker, Joan Baez, and Bird's founder Chris Hillman have all graced the stage here. And that living room appeal led Newsweek magazine to name the Red Dragon to its top 10 places for music in the entire world back in 2019.
They put us as #1, and we were the only venue in the United States.
Global acclaim aside, Maxwell sees his mission as more local in scope.
The touring national musician will have a fan base, and they'll bring out an audience. And the local musicians can make great hay out of that.
Before COVID shut down concerts and local musicians scattered to find restaurants to play in, Maxwell introduced every national act with a local songwriter, performing original music, the kind they can't play in bars where the cover tune is king.
He's definitely the biggest supporter of local original music.
Maxwell does it all for free.
He doesn't take a dime, which I think is amazing. I think that's the only venue that I can think of where the owner doesn't actually take anything out of it.
He holds one Palooza concert every year to keep the lights on. The rest of the year, everything else goes to the artists. So when you stop in at the Red Dragon Listening Room, Look past the shabby interior
It's really a understated place, to say the least.
and the dorm room couches.
There's something about being in that building, on those couches, on that stage, that there is absolutely a magic in there.
And just listen. Showcasing Louisiana and Baton Rouge, Rick Porche, WAFB 9 News.
Alrighty, so that is the Red Dragon Listening Room. It's happening at Buddy's backyard off of the Amite River, and they have been closed for 13 months, so donations are really encouraged to get them back on their feet there. If you're interested in doing that, in this article we have a whole lineup of different people performing out there, and it's a free event, but they just start asking if you can put a couple dollars into the donation box to help the Red Dragon Listening Room. Now that's everything posted on our website, and obviously we have tons more, but if you have an event going on or if you're looking for more events in the Baton Rouge area, you can hit our calendar tab and it'll take you to our user-generated calendar where you can find tons of other things, and you can even submit your own event, so you can do that all here under the calendar. And that is the Louisiana Weekly for this week, so I will be back next Friday to recap the community credit. Thanks so much for tuning in, y'all. Have a great day.
Thank you for checking out the WAFB YouTube channel. Subscribe now for more videos and live event coverage. And don't forget to download the WAFB News app on your phone for the local news and information you can depend on.